Tonight on EA Sports, Super Bowl 56.
It's finally time for football as we're underway in Super Bowl 56. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First play, and it's second down now.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
He takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Here comes Rager. Past the 30. The 4 is out of bounds. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Bears take over.
3-yard line.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Love now on 2nd down. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
On 3rd down, Love. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wins, it's 4th down.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
4-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Watson. He's got his tight end fan. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Throwing again on second down. Watson, catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 27-yard line. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. Now they'll run it on the toss. Only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
He was brought down at the 26. 1-yard gain. Brings up 7.
On 2nd and 9. Watson being chased out left. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass down.
And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Graham Gano on for the field goal. A 44-yard attempt.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive. But they stiffened when they got close to the goal line. Made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On 1st and 10, it's Dowdens. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Bears nothing.
Second down, Love. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Jefferson, 54 yards. And the Bears have taken the lead.
Brett Maher on for the extra point.
As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flushed from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
At their own 25-yard line.
Bengals drive about to get going.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trotting on the field. They don't want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Escaping the pressure right. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10. He's going deep for Brown. And he fires one that's intercepted. Blitzed by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line.
When you're in man coverage, you have help over the top, you become a much more confident defender. Trail the receiver and know that someone over the top can make a play, and that's exactly what happened here. The free safety coming up with the interception.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. But what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I think I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn it into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Flowers on the stop.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now a second down throw for Love here. He'll fire deep for Rager. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. The Bengals on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll buy some time right. And this is going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get on the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away, and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
At their own 29-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be losing the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And that'll bring up second down. Throwing again. Love. This one brought in by Jefferson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 3 catches for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. It's a first down. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Jordan Love ready on first down here. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Marcel Darius coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now a pass is taken in by Smith-Schuster. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Goal to go.
So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On 1st and 10, Love. Flushed out right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
At the 14-yard line.
Working out of the gun. Love. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
It's now 3rd.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Got his man, and it's caught for Chicago. Touchdown. Hayden Hurst there to make the grab, and the Bears will add on to their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. Going deep downfield for Ross. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Love, they go play action now. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. Touchdown, Chicago. Juju Smith-Schuster as the first half is winding down, as the Bears push further out in front.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow, because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. pace here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. And a heck of a return as he goes out of bounds across the 50 inside the 45. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It'll be a 20-yard gain on the play. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. A bit of a surprise. They're going for it with 2 ticks remaining. No sign of the field goal unit. The final shot before the break. Watson steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. So these two teams will head to the locker room as we hit halftime in Super Bowl 56. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Chicago. Jalen Reagor, 63 yards. And the Bears will extend their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Bengals 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Right back to him on first down. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
Tackle made at the 30.
Andrew Adams there to make the tackle.
3-yard pickup.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here.
Another carry.
Just a yard up to the 39.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and...
Watson now to throw. Got a man open, it's Ross. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll roll him out right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Going deep downfield for Ross. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I'll tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Now Love. His throw incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, but it's going to be 2nd down. 2nd and 10 here in the 3rd quarter of Super Bowl 56. To throw again, Love. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And a return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. He'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A game there of 30 big ones. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point, and what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Taking it in from 11 yards out, and the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer.
And while no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, they should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for 2. To throw is Watson. Rolling to his right. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
We're all about the numbers.
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
3rd quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Incomplete.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Here's a give to Dobbins. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys, let's go. Come on, capitalize on this one.
Well, they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Watson on first down. Open man is Ross, complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
7-yard line.
Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Back to throw, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on fourth down. Dancing to his left. He's going deep for Brown. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, but it'll be second down. Second and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again. Love. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal. Love now. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Hayden Hurst, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2. Again, it's Love. Flush to his right. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Bengals 9.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive first and 10. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11. Flushed out right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He can run for it, and all the ball is out. Watson lost it. I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Justin Jefferson, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Bears 42, Bengals 9.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the 4th. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just has not gone as they had hoped. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And they will score. Pick 6 for Bears touchdown. What a moment for him, a pick 6 in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick 6s over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick 6, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison to the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended. That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall them all. What a play here. Another. It's a foot race. Trying.
They're going to be having to give me a kick next time.
And on his first carry, he loses the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster. And we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
Can you, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless or too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out of it, away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event, that's a big opportunity lost.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. And it's second down.
Now 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Love. They'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. He'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. The throw over the middle, taken in. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the 39-yard.
Going back to Love. Oh, going for Jefferson down. At the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Jefferson with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl as his guys continue to pour it on. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Bears 56, Bengals 9.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. Oh, miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. And he loses the football a second time. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. He's going to take this out of the back of the end zone. And that's going to be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Throwing. Love. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, look at that, a diving catch. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Oh, now backing up, and he's out of the end zone. The referee was right there to call it, and that is a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the set. And now off to the races down the right side. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Game in hand, the offense takes the knee.
Kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up 2nd down and a bit farther.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he was unable to make the play himself on 2nd down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on 3rd down?
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it. Got him to jump.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for him. Yeah, he's got it. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this? Oh, now backing up, and he's out of the end zone. The referee was right there to call it, and that is a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Ty Long set to kick off.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20.
So that one will be accepted. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And the Chicago Bears have etched their name in NFL history. They are your Super Bowl champions.